Welcome to SeaWorld on Australia's Gold Coast. For over 35 years, SeaWorld has been the place to make contact with amazing marine creatures, in particular the fun-loving seals and our beautiful dolphins.
Okay guys, so my name is Chief and this is Starbuck we're going to meet today. So Starbuck will be turning 20 this year. So it's a little bit of a older dolphin. So do you guys want to give him a nice big wave? Hello? Everyone give him a nice big wave. Starbuck's going to give you guys a nice big wave back. Nice one. Okay, now can everyone hear this whistle? Can everyone hear that? Okay, let's hope Starbuck hears it well, because this whistle here lets him know he's done a really good job and he's going to come back for a couple of his favourite things. Of course, he loves his food, just like me, but he also loves lots of pats. So what I want to do is bring Starbuck down the line, and once that blowhole has passed through, you guys can reach on out and give him a nice big pat. Okay, so here he comes. And then you guys can reach on out and give him a big pat all along his back there. Now you guys had a feel of him before. What do you think he feels like? He's soft. Very smooth. Anyone know why Starbuck might be really nice and smooth? Anyone know? Yes? Yep, you know why he is smooth though? No? Well, where do you think Starbuck lives? In the ocean, right? So he needs to swim really, really quickly. So he can actually replace his skin every 2 to 3 hours. That's really important, so he can swim through the water really quickly. So he's going to come upside down. Pretty cool, huh? He feels slimy, huh?
Yeah.
Now, Starbuck feels slimy and smooth because you can replace that skin every couple of hours. And that's really important because, does anyone have a brother or sister here?
Yes.
Yes? Alright. Do you guys sometimes play with each other?
Yes.
Do you guys sometimes fight with each other?
Yes.
Yes. And Starbuck does the same thing, okay? So when he comes down the line, what I want you guys to look at is all these markings along his back and also his dorsal fin on his back there, okay? Now, when he comes past, have a nice big pat here and also have a feel of his big dorsal fin, which is actually made out of cartilage, the same stuff that your nose and your ears are made out of. So can you guys see the little bits that are missing from his dorsal fin there? Yeah? All these little scars? These are from playing and fighting with his friends, because as I was saying before, sometimes he can't play and fight with his friends very much. He's sharp teeth. And that's very important because you guys know that no one else has the same teeth anywhere in the world. You know what? Dolphins, they have very unique tail flips and dorsal flips. This is like them. Dolphins anywhere in the world have the same one. So you guys need to look at this tail flip here. And this here is made out of cartilage as well. So all that stuff that's in your nose and ears. Oh, he's coming nice and close. You guys want to give him a nice big pat on his tail flip there? This one is his tail spot. This is what makes him swim. Now, as I was saying before, he can replace his skin very quickly so he can swim very quickly as well. Does anyone want to guess how fast Starbuck can swim? Almost. A little bit slower.
45 kg.
About 45 kg now. Do you guys want to see how fast he can swim?
Yeah.
Right, you guys have to help me out though, okay? Because I'm not a very good dolphin trainer. Okay, so what I want, you either, well cool, you can take my job any day then. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to help me out, okay? On the count of 3, what we're going to do is we're going to hit our hips and then we're going to point out that way. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so 1, 2, 3, go! Here we go! Can you see him take off around the corner? So he can swim about 30 kilometers an hour. Now, have a look at how good his head is. Underneath the water. That lets him know to come back to the place. So have a look at how hard he is. You can't see him here. No? Under the water.
Isn't it?
Right here? Whoa, he's pretty quick. Hey, you guys can give him a nice little pop if you want. Good work, Starbuck. So, does anyone know why Starbuck's really hard to see? No? Okay, what I want you guys to do is I want you to have him underneath the belly. And when you do that, have a look up in the clouds in the sky now. Can you see that colour in the clouds?
Yes. Because his fat is colour.
Yeah. That colour looks like this colour.
Yeah.
So he's actually colored the way he is because he wants to camouflage with his natural environment. So when the sharks are swimming underneath the dolphin, they're looking up at his white belly, and that looks very similar to the colour of the trout. And then he has a really nice dark grey back because when sharks are coming, what he can do is he can sink. And does he look very similar to the bottom of the sand? Yeah. As you can imagine, look out there. See how it's got different dark?
Yeah.
That's why he has that. Good on you, Starbuck. Alright, I'm going to bring him back down to give you guys another opportunity to pat Starbuck. When you pat him this time, what I want you guys to do is I want you to pat his pec flippers, okay? He's actually got 5 bones, just like our hands, and these pec flippers, so it's a little bit harder than the rest of his body. So have a feel of his chin and then have a feel of his pec flippers. You can tell the difference. Can you feel that? And then have a feel of his pec flippers. It's a bit harder, isn't it? That is really good. And the reason for that is because you know what? Dolphins have really good eyesight underneath the water and also above the water because when he comes back, I'm going to show you guys, he actually has a mucus layer over his eye. That helps protect that eye. And it's not like him wearing goggles. So, what I'm going to do is bring Starbuck really close here. Do you guys want to just come and put this to the side, you guys? Yep, perfect. So, Starbuck has a mucus layer over his eyes, and that water, can you see, it just runs straight there. Even though sorry. Okay, now Starbuck has really good hearing. Anyone know where his ears might be? Anyone want to translate? Sorry. No, can you guys see this small dot there? He's got very small ears, but he's got very good hearing because he's got small ears so that, number one, he doesn't get water stuck in it. Because you guys go swimming sometimes? Yeah. You get water stuck in your ears? You got mud stuck in your ears? Oh, that's not buddy. So that's why he's got small ears. So yeah, and also if you have big floppy ears like me, it's like pretty silly. And it would also slide you down the water. So that's why he's got those very small ears. Now what we might do though, is we might test how good his hearing is way out there in the middle of the trip. Remember how I blew the whistle before to let him know he's done the right thing? We're going to see if you can hear that again, except way out there. Once again, I need you guys to help me out, okay? Because Starbucks here, you know, listen to me that often here. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want you to point your Starbuck with your left hand. Everyone know their left hand? Yeah. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to throw that left hand straight to the sky. So everyone point to him like this, and then I want you to throw it straight up to the sky. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay, have a look out in the middle of the pool, guys. Wow! Alright, let's see if you can hear the whistle. You reckon you heard that? Yeah? Alright, now look at how hard it is to see him with that camouflage. Can you guys see him yet? Yeah! You guys can give him another clap if you want to know your Starbuck. Alright, now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get Starbuck to come on down the line, and is everybody happy to help me with Starbucks and fish? Yeah! Okay, perfect. Now, Starbuck has about 88 to 100 teeth. All these teeth are used only to catch his food. Look what happens when you feed him a fish, okay? So we might start down this way. All you need to do is throw it straight into his mouth. Just like that. You guys see that? Yeah. Did he spend any time chewing?
No, he swallowed it.
Does anyone know why he might swallow his food? Do you think that sometimes when we chew our food, it takes a bit of time?
Yeah.
So if you spend too much time chewing his food, it means more time for him to get away and less time for him to eat. So he just catches it with his teeth and then swallows it whole. Wow.
He's amazing.
He's amazing, isn't he? There you go. Maybe you want to throw that into Starbucks' mouth there. Perfect. And here you go, bud. Excellent. Good work, Starbuck. Alright, now Starbuck, I'm sure just like you guys, he has very good manners. So what we're going to do is we're going to test how good his manners are, okay? What I want you guys to do is I want you guys to hold your hands in the air like this. And I want you to wriggle it up and down. And he's going to say, thank you. You want to try that again? Maybe you guys know what that noise is from before. From his blowhole, perfect. So since you guessed correctly, what I'm going to get you to do is I want you to rub his melon here. Ready? I'm going to bring him nice and close.
Melon, so
Rub his melon there. Rub his forehead. Oh, you see that? Have a look at his muscles here. Ready? He can use those muscles to make some pretty funny noises, like this one. Oh, do you guys make those noises sometimes? Dan over there makes them all the time. Doesn't he? Yeah! Alright, now guys, because we are here in the water of Starbuck, you guys are already half wet. You guys mind getting a little bit more wet? What do you reckon? Yeah. Alright, so, you'd think that Starbuck living in the water, he's pretty good at water fights, eh? Yeah? So what I want you guys to do is grab a big handful of water, give him a big splash, go for it. Woo! Alrighty, Starbuck. Okay, he did a pretty good job, hey? Don't you think that Starbuck could probably do a better job? Yeah, what do you reckon, Starbuck? Can you do a better job than that? Here we go. Okay, so Starbuck is using his tail and he slaps the water with his tail. And that's actually how some dolphins can hunt for their food. So here he comes, and I'll make it a bit easier if you guys to see him. So sometimes Starbuck can slap that tail on the surface of the water, and that's how he collects his food. So I'm just going to get more food for Starbuck. And then what I might do with him is I might bring him back down the line so you guys can do some more pats, okay? Now, do you guys know that Starbuck is a mammal like we are? Does anyone know what makes a mammal a mammal? Something with babies, yeah?
Don't they? No. Yeah.
Yeah?
Like the mammals, don't they? The eggs do this?
Yeah, well, not quite the eggs. The mammals, they're actually, like us, when we're babies, we're born alive and with an umbilical cord. So you know what? Starbuck actually has a belly button just like we do. You guys want to see his belly button? Okay, so what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to stay in that nice straight line, guys, down the end there. Can you guys just take a little bit of a step back, fellas? Yep, and just stay in that nice straight line, nice and still. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to bring Starbuck down the line, you guys, to give him a big pat.
I can see his belly button.
You can see it already, it's down here.
Oh, yeah?
That's his belly button, so guys, just stay nice and close there. So that's his belly button down there. You guys know what else makes a mammal a mammal? Yeah, they do have babies. What do you guys have on the top of your head? Yeah? Well, Starbuck, he used to have hair as well. But a little bit like humans, we actually lose our hair over time. Starbuck loses his hair after about 2 weeks. Because when we're babies, what do we drink? We drink milk from mum. So do these guys. So Starbuck used to have little whiskers. So I'm going to show you where they are. So guys, can you guys just stand up nice and tall? Just like your cats, yeah? So, can you guys see some small dots on his rostrum there? They have hair follicles like that. That's pretty cool, huh? So, those little hair follicles acted like whiskers. And then they would help him find his way down to his mum's milk, where he's got down at the mammary glands, and then he loses those hairs. Okay, so I'm going to show you where his mammary glands are. You guys just stand up nice and still there for a second. Yep. And then when Starbuck comes back, you guys give him a nice big pat again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him back so you guys can see where his mammary glands are, okay? What are they? That's what the females will do. So what actually happens is the baby dolphins, or the calves, they actually stick their tongue inside their mum's mammary slits and they eat milk. So just like you might see some mums breastfeeding, they give their baby milk. These guys do it. Yeah, so bring him down. So you guys stay nice and still for a second. And bring Starbuck down so you guys can have a look at it, okay? So you guys can give him a nice big pat underneath the belly there. And then these are his mammary slits down here. They're very two small ones. So the females have bigger mammary slits, but they have to feed their babies milk. Smart. Now another thing about mammals is they have to breathe air. Do you guys know where Starbuck's getting air from? From his blowhole, that's right. So you guys had a feel of it before, well not a feel of it, but you guys experienced it before. Starbuck. So, what we can do with Starbuck is we can actually ask him to blow his nose all over you.